Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the middle of November. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Pisces, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody, that is not me, that is someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, I like to do a Celtic cross spread here for these middle of the month readings. So let me make sure everything is in view and we'll get right into it. All right. And I like to take 3 cards here to clarify as we go along. So put those right there. That looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Page of Cups. So this is somebody who is potentially coming forward to make some sort of romantic gesture to you. The Page of Cups, heavily associated with starting new relationships, maybe even going on a date, maybe the first date, planting the sort of seed of love, if you will. However, this can also mean that there is some sort of happiness coming into your life. If it is not romantic, this can mean news or offers that lead to ultimate happiness. It's a very positive card. It's a very happy card, and it's obviously within the cup suit. Now, you have a lot of cups here on the board, okay? And so for some of you, some of you are dealing with a new romance. Some of you are dealing with emotions in some way. And ultimately, I think the outcome here is very, very good for you. In fact, you have an amazing reading. You do have a small challenge here, and we'll go into that and what I feel like you can maybe do to work through that. So in the current situation, you have the 7 of Swords. This is somebody who is not being honest with you, okay? This is a card of deception. This is a card of lying, cheating, stealing. In the workplace, I find this often comes up when people are gossiping, when someone's, trying to be your friend or putting on the mask that they are your friend but are not actually your friend. And that's truly this 7 of Swords energy here. Now, this can indicate self-deception. I'm not feeling that energy here for you in this reading. In some ways, the 7 of Swords, you can say it's like you're stealing from yourself or you're your own worst enemy. You're deceiving yourself. I don't get that, okay? I feel like you're dealing with a challenging person. I truly do. In this case, I never like to foretell negativity. I keep my readings positive. There's a big reason for that, but it's hard for some cards like the 7 of Swords to keep it positive. But what I will say is there's a healing solution to this problem in the future. Ultimately, you're going to be incredibly happy because you really only have one challenging card, and it's this one. The rest of the cards are incredibly positive, and one card never makes a reading, so do keep that in mind. So the thing is, you have that 7 of Swords in your current situation, and in the problem position, you have the 6 of Cups. This is someone from the past, okay? Someone from the past potentially trying to re-enter here, and I don't think they have the best intentions, okay? Now, timelines change, you have to decide if this is the timeline you're on right now. But with this 6 of Cups, I do want to point out, we're like heading into a Venus retrograde here in November. This is a period of time when people from the past come back in, and specifically, like other retrogrades, but specifically for a Venus retrograde, ex-relationships come back in, okay? It's going to also mean family members coming back in, a friend that is not really aligned with you anymore trying to come back in. That could all certainly be the case as well. But I'm getting strong energy here around a previous partner, previous relationship. And I don't, like I said, I don't think that they are well intentioned here because of the Seven of Swords. Okay, so you're starting off with a challenge. The other thing is you want to make sure that you are maybe not slipping back into what was. Even if it's not a person coming in, maybe there was something that you've worked very hard to get rid of and you've worked through, and be careful of that not creeping back in here, Pisces. Okay, now in the past, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Look, you've worked hard. Okay, you've worked incredibly hard to succeed and to have success here in your present situation. And so don't let any sort of person or feeling from the past here eat away at the progress that you've made, okay? Because this Eight of Pentacles is a card of progress. It is a card of good movement forward. But more importantly, it's a card of working hard at something you're talented around a talent, okay? This person is truly skilled. It's one of the highest skill cards in the tarot. You can see their creations here hanging up on the wall, and they're finishing up their latest creation. They're also communing with the universe to bring this spiritual creation here into existence, which is really the essence of all creative work. And for some of you, realize that you have built a talent, a skill, an ability here that keeps you well provided for. So don't roll back any of the progress that you've made. In the future, you have the Nine of Cups, incredibly positive card, okay? One of the most positive cards in the tarot. This is total emotional contentment. This is your wish come true, okay? A wish coming true. In fact, you have both of the wish cards here. Taking a look with the Nine of Cups and the Star, you can say that the Nine of Cups is the fulfillment of a wish or a dream. As you can see, this person has achieved fulfillment. They're holding up their cup. There are other cups that are overflowing, businesses going well, customers are coming in, things are going well. They're truly happy. And it's one of those like storybook moments for them. And for you, you're coming into that period of time here. So don't fall back into the old you when you've worked so hard to birth this new version of yourself. And that's what I feel like saying. Now you have this Ace of Cups here in your conscious awareness. You are aware that there's new love coming in. I don't think it's this person. I don't think it's the Six of Cups. I think this is someone else, okay? I'm not saying this Page of Cups and the Six of Cups I think are separate from the Six of Cups in this case, okay? This is some sort of new romance entering into your life. Your cup overflowing, spilling with joy. And if it's not new romance, it's new happiness. It's something that truly lights you up, if you will. And this can be the start of a new project, a new creative project as well. It can mean luxuries, good times, the joys of life, having an extra slice of cake, getting an extra round of whatever it is that you're eating or having at the restaurant, going to your favorite restaurant, things like that, like some sort of like joy coming in here for you. And for some of you this is going to be a new relationship, but you're working through this other challenge here with the Seven of Swords, Six of Cups, where it's like you've built on the challenges of the past, so don't let that affect the present here, is what I feel like saying to you. In the lower row, it just keeps getting better here. You have this Nine of Pentacles. I do feel like maybe perhaps some of you are like, yeah, there's this new person coming in, there's this new thing coming in, but I like my independence. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's the way that you like to operate in this present time, there's nothing wrong with that. This Nine of Pentacles here, though, more importantly, is financial independence, okay? Not only are the pentacles growing on the tree, but they've also grown fruit that provides sustainability for themselves. They don't have to rely on somebody else's resources, money, or support because they have everything they need and they've worked hard to build that. Especially as you have this Eight of Pentacles in the past, nice progression of events here. With the 8 into the 9 of Pentacles, you also have this wish coming true. You have a good thing coming in here with the Ace of Cups, potentially from a person or a project. So let's not let the Seven of Swords put a damper on this reading because everything else looks incredibly positive. Even more so as we move forward here to the Staff. In your current in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Six of Swords sailing forward, okay? Transitioning to a new timeline, to a new portion of you, to a new place, testing new waters, going new places, seeing new people here. And with that, it's a rite of passage through the dark night. And for you, I get the sense that you've gone through some sort of dark night of the soul, if you will, or you've gone through some sort of energetic change in the past, and you're just continuing to build on that here. And, some of you potentially thinking about traveling or doing a short distance trip or something like that. But what's really nice here in the external influence, which is what you can't control, it's what happens outside of yourself, is the star, which is the other wish card. And you could say it's even a bigger wish because it is the major arcana here. The star's healing, okay? It's healing after the tower. The card that comes before it is the tower. And so for you, it's like your period of healing, of optimism, of renewal here is on the horizon. And you could even be in the starlight for some of you. But I'm feeling less of that reading this time. And really what I'm feeling like here, these two wish cards are significant. I feel like there's something that you've wanted to have happen for a while. I feel like it's possible, if not in November, in December, maybe into January, where you're going to like look back, you're going to like sit down one night and say to yourself, like, I've sort of just manifested a wish. Like this is sort of my dream life that I've been wanting to have, or at least this is like the seeds here are being planted. And I feel like you're going to come to that understanding here. And so it's a really nice energy. Now you have another ace, which is always a good sign to get 2 or more aces in any reading here. In your hopes and fears, you have this Ace of Swords. You're hoping for a breakthrough. You're hoping for mental clarity. You're hoping for the fog of the Seven of Swords to pass, and it will. It absolutely will, 100% here with this Ace of Swords, because this is mental clarity. It's quick energy. It's good communication, good thoughts, good mental energy. And, for you, I feel like you're keeping it towards the hopes. You're less about the fears here, and you're more about hopeful energy for the future. As you get the star, you get the 9 of Cups, you get the page, the Ace of Cups here. And so make sure to communicate on what you want as well at this time. That could also be very helpful for you. In the outcome, you have the World. I mean, listen, it just keeps getting better. This is the completion of a cycle, okay? This is something finally done, like finally completing here. You've gone through you've gone through the hero's journey, you've gone through the entire major arcana, and you're now given some sort of reward at the end of the cycle. And, along with that, it does say that as one chapter ends, another begins with the World. And so there's always a new beginning within an ending, and that's what's going on here for you. This is also Saturn energy. It's a coming of age. It's self-reflection on the journey that you've taken to get to the World, and asking yourself what you can do to prepare and even improve for the next journey, for the next cycle. And, very nice energy, like completions here. Some of you have been working on a manifestation. It could be a romantic manifestation that some of you have been wanting. Maybe you've just been in a period of single energy here with this 9 of Pentacles. Now there's someone coming in. For others of you, there's a great sort of like a works that you're building, like some sort of, maybe it's a paper, maybe it's a book, a product, a channel, something that you're building here that's coming through, and it looks amazing. The 8 of Pentacles is like a divine channel as they work with the universe and their talents to build something. So for some of you, I feel like that's happening. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here to clarify. Yeah, you have the 3 of Cups, joy, celebration, good times with others. You can see the 3 people here partying above the 3 cups, indicating a period of happiness for you. It just keeps, it's almost like there's an outpouring of good energy, of emotions, of cups overflowing here in this reading, where I truly, the 7 of Swords, like, I would say that if you're resonating with this at all, and you have someone from the past that you just have a vibe about, or you have a situation from the past that you have a vibe about, I'd really just drop it, okay? Because everything else here, I mean, literally look at all of this, is incredibly positive. And it gets even better here because you have the 6 of Wands. Perhaps I was wrong because about the star, in that the public recognition, because the 6 of Wands is public recognition. Some of you maybe are starting a YouTube channel, an account somewhere, like, I don't know, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. And, some of you could get recognized here for that. Maybe just recognized in the workplace, or maybe whatever it is that you do for employment. Maybe you're an academic, getting like a paper published or something like this going on here with the 6 of Wands. It's a major card of victory. And with that, celebrating, okay? And along with that, you have this Knight of Wands, which is another high skill card. The energy of these two cards here, Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, that's like maverick energy. Like, you are capable of doing so many things. Certainly some of you could be traveling or moving with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords, both cards of travel, maybe even changing your location. But you have this Communicate Clearly card that wanted to come forward here. So, you know, along with that Ace of Swords, I definitely would pay attention to that, because that could have a good message for you. Helpful people. I would really pay attention to the people that you trust at this time. Stick to the people that you trust with helpful people and Three of Cups because of the Seven of Swords. Like, if there's someone from the past that like is trying to come back in, I would just stick to what you know here. And you have within the next few months. Yeah, I was feeling like this reading, many of these middle of the month November readings are going from now until 2022, you know, into that January. And you have yes, so you're going to get accepted or get a yes on something here. And I do feel like there's dreams coming true for many of you with the Nine of Cups and the Star. This is an incredibly positive reading. It's the best one I've done so far this for this middle of the month. So very glad to see that, because the energy is heavy here in November, at least astrologically, and I just feel it energetically. It's heavy. So yeah, let's see what else we have here. I don't know about you, I've been having these Scorpio dreams, pretty intense dreams. So you have courtship, change, unexpected income, family room, concern, and expectation. Yeah, look, someone from the past trying to like really win you over here with courtship, Six of Cups, no question about it. You're suspect here with the concern card. I get the sense that you have something else. You have a good thing going here, Pisces. And so I would really follow that and ride that as much as you can, because there's nothing wrong with being successful, and there's nothing wrong with having your dreams finally come true. And yeah, some of you are potentially making a change. You know, this could be a family member too, this person from the past. If it's not ex, it could absolutely be a family member that's just not aligning with you anymore. It's challenging, but that could certainly be the case. You have this change here. Bags are packed, cars ready to go. You're moving out of the apartment into a new place, some of you. And then, yeah, I mean, keep your expectation of, I don't know, there could be someone in your family who's placing too high of expectations on you, maybe causing you to putting pressure on you in some way, because you do have there's new money or a wish coming through here with unexpected income, and it may catch you by surprise. So thank you so much for being here. Very grateful to the people donating down below. Check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.